After a pretty wobbly start, the Oilers have put themselves back into a pretty favorable position in the standings. It is trending towards Groundhog Day, Oilers-Kings first round for the 4th year in a row, which I don't know about you, but I really want to see a different matchup there in the first round. But generally the first name you think of when it comes to who's leading the charge for the Oilers, there's usually a 9 and a 7 zipping past you quicker than you can say gap control. But this year, similar to 1920 when McDavid was out for a period of time and he won the Hart, Draisaitl has really carried the mail here. With McDavid in the lineup for sure, but even when he was out for a bit, 29 really stepped up. Now of course, McDavid's McDavid. At any point, he could just go pedal to the metal and take over. But Draisaitl's the one right now leading the team in points, second in league scoring only behind McKinnon, and leads the league in goals by a pretty decent margin. And I know that these two especially have won so many individual awards, hit so many individual statistics, their minds are on the cup. Playoff time is when you want to be playing your best hockey, but you got to get there, and you want to go in feeling as good as possible about your game. And we all know that, yes, Draisaitl was playing through stuff in the final, but nonetheless didn't have a great 4th round. So yes, it may just be the regular season, but I think it matters that he's playing basically MVP caliber hockey here, or close to it. I mean, McKinnon and Hellebuck have been insane, but I definitely think Draisaitl's in this Hart race, and he's also got a really good chance this year to do something he's never done before in the NHL, win the Rocket Richard Trophy. I was kind of surprised to find out he's never won one, because I remember he's got an Art Ross, a Ted Lindsay, a Hart Trophy. I guess I just kind of assumed a Rocket would be in there too, especially considering he's got 2 50-plus goal seasons, but no, he's come in second place twice. When Matthews scored 60 in 21-22, Draisaitl had 55, and when Ovi had 51 in 18-19, Leon had 50. Again, like I said, it's not like it's top of mind or anything, in the same way that legendary 35-pound piece of metal is, but it'd be pretty cool, and for an offensive-minded guy like that, it definitely wouldn't hurt going into the playoffs knowing, hey, I scored the most goals of anybody in the league this year, and the last time he came close to winning it, he had that historic 2022 playoffs, while playing through a high ankle sprain, no less. I don't know, I know there are going to be people who say it doesn't mean anything, they're just numbers, winning the playoffs, that's what matters. And honestly, I understand that, especially with Draisaitl and McDavid, who've lapped so many of the major awards and the individual stats. I totally get people being like, yeah, whatever, wake me up when it's playoff time. But as someone who watched Taylor Hall lead the Oilers in goals with 22 in 2011, and Ryan Jones, one of my favorite Oilers ever, by the way, hitting 18 that year and being like, dang, this guy's a goal scorer this year. It's still wild to me seeing these guys hit these astronomical numbers, and seeing an Oiler in the Rocket Richard race when I was younger, that was rarefied air, reserved for guys like Ovechkin, Stamkos, and of course my favorite one-time winner, the Choo-Choo Train. And to be clear, I say my favorite one-time winner because technically Ginla won it twice. That'll do for this one. Thank you so much for watching. That's kind of a fun one, hey? Who's your favorite one-time winner of the Rocket Richard? Who are we going to see down there? Hayduke, LeCavalier, Corey Perry, Kovalchuk, technically? Let me know. If you're new, please consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one. You're awesome.